Listen. Good afternoon, New Universe fans. Yow! No gravitational waves. Everything's pretty good. Apart from my head, I seem to be getting smashed by the cluster headaches again. I'm pretty sure it's a cyclone, but we will battle through because that's what we do. A retirement today. Quitting the job. Had enough. Thank you for having me. Cheers. Alexa, are there children in prison in Brisbane, in Queensland?
From brisbanetimes.com.au. Most children in Queensland prisons are there on pre-trial detention and have not been found guilty or sentenced for any offence.
Right. Those are the tiers that matter, not the grown-ups. Because the grown-ups should be sorting out those tiers, okay? Because they are children. Children, right? Children, all right? Two requirements. To understand that when you live on a molten planet that is orbiting a massive inferno like our sun, it's pointless looking down at the tiny measurements to work tiny things out. It's illogical. It's irrational. It defies common sense. The children is the priority. It has to be. And if there are a few people that still are not seeing that, but then obviously you're in the wrong universe, right? So any system, it doesn't matter what it is, right? Whether it's a soccer team, a rugby team, a cricket team, a school athletic, across the board, it will only ever be as strong as its weakest link. So if you have a weak link, right, and it keeps breaking, it's just going to keep letting the team down, right? Now, I'm pretty sure that children in prison, right, waiting to go, some of them haven't even been tried yet, right? That is classed as a very weak link that there really is no excuse for. Because if a system, this system has been in place for hundreds of years, and we still can't cater for the youngest. What is it that I'm seeing here? Whose fault is it? Whose fault did they say this is? Whose fault did they say this is? Who's in charge? Is somebody put in charge for a reason, right? Because they think they can fix things. And this, of all things, children in prison, right? See, this is where the clusters are coming from. I've got the cyclone, and then these things get me riled up, right? Because I am not, this is not an opinion, right? This is logic and common sense, right? They're children. There should be a minimum requirement for somewhere that is giving birth to children that they can be adequately looked after until they are old enough to look after themselves, which is why the adults are here. Now, it seems to have broken down somewhere, doesn't it? Right? The first thing that needs to be done is to find a way to get those children out of prison and put somewhere. I'll take it on, okay? Give me a farmhouse and I'll stay with those kids for the first couple of months and I'll sort that issue out and other people sort other things out in preparation for when they come back out a little bit more stable because someone's taken the time to care for them, okay? So just write that down if somebody wants to take note of that, okay? I can't do everything, but I'll try, okay? You need to stop messing about and get the priorities wrong. Right, if you want this place to go forward, you just don't take shortcuts and blame other people for your mistakes and failures, right? Like, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Better. See, this new universe thing, it's not as easy as it seems. Well, it really is quite simple if you follow basic steps of logic and common sense and you're willing to put your hand up where you see a mistake or where you've made a mistake. But denying mistakes If you deny mistakes, it means they're going to be made again, isn't it? But logic spots the mistakes. Logic doesn't care about who's offended by the truth, because that's logic after all. Subjective, isn't it? Information, fact without emotion. Mistake, fail. Next. That's how it works. Listen, you want to make this place better, or do you want to keep going around in circles pretending? You want to keep feeding everything to the upper class, okay? And keep receiving the scraps down here. There's a lot better ways to do this. I said I'd be the voice of reason, and that I will stand here and stand by what I'm saying, and I am. I will be back a little bit later with some more. I just had to get that off of my chest after seeing the crocodile tears.